Let's open Elsa from the American Girl Disney Princess Collection. So for those of you guys who did not follow me on my Instagram, which is The Doll Studio by Chris, I recently did get both of my Frozen American Girl dolls stolen off of my front porch. Yes, that is something that did in fact happen, and up until maybe like a week ago, I finally started to get over it. I did write about this on my Instagram. For the longest time, I was so angry. I have a Ring camera at the front of my house, and watching someone steal my American Girl dolls off of my front porch 6 minutes after they had been delivered was probably one of the most infuriating moments of my entire life. Watching someone just pick them both up and just flee the building was honestly so infuriating to watch and so frustrating knowing that I literally couldn't do anything. Of course, I did file a police report. That has all been done and taken care of, and the man ended up getting arrested literally the next day for the exact same crime. He was literally caught stealing someone else's package off of their front porch, and since I had made that police report, they literally identified him and called me in the morning and were like, "Hey, we got him, girly." Everyone has been asking. No, they did not get my dolls back. I'm assuming by now he probably has already sold them to make a quick dollar, whatever. He probably didn't even know what they were. But for me, I was so angry, just for a hot minute. I truly was so angry because I felt so annoyed by the fact that I felt I couldn't do anything. But American Girl was very kind, and they did replace Elsa and Anna for me. They saw the surveillance. I do have a Ring camera, so I do have video footage of all of this going down. But anyway, we have Elsa here. Anna is on her way. I will be getting her very soon, so I'm very excited about that. But we have Elsa here. I know that people have been getting their Elsa dolls fairly quickly, and Anna has been the one that has been taking a hot minute, but we have my girly Elsa here, so we are going to open up this box and see what she looks like. Before we get started, definitely make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that way you guys are notified about every single time that I post. All right, let's get this doll unboxed. So this is the box that Elsa comes in. This box, mind you, was badly beaten. I mean, the sides of this are pretty horrendous looking, if I'm being completely honest. I'm worried that the doll is damaged inside because there are holes around here, and from the videos I've seen, American Girl didn't do the same amount of layering that they did with the last collector dolls, the other Disney Princess collector dolls. So this does worry me, but it's fine. It's okay, and we will see how she comes out. Opening her up, I'm going to grab my scissors, and we are going to see what Miss Girl looks like. Okay, opening this up, there is a piece of cardboard covering up the actual doll. There's a piece of cardboard here to cover her front of her box. We have some tissue paper, and then here she is. This is what she looks like in her box. I think, you guys, that she is absolutely stunning. Let me take a look at her. Yeah, she's actually really perfect. I'm fairly surprised about this. Yeah, she's giving. Okay, so now that I've analyzed her, she's actually very pretty. This is what she looks like in her box. She is Miss Elsa from the movie Frozen. Now, I don't know about you guys, but Frozen, when it first came out, it bamboozled me. I don't know if you remember, but the trailer for Frozen, and I watched the trailers again to remind myself, yeah, in the original trailers for Frozen, it did not give away in any specific point that it was a musical, and that to this day was the funniest moment of my entire life. Literally sitting with my entire family, okay? The whole brigade was here for this moment, and literally sitting in that theater and then it turning into a musical was the funniest moment. I literally looked over at my brother and I was like, this is a musical. And I was very surprised by it. But yes, I do like Anna and Elsa. I think that the storyline is fierce. The movie came out when I was literally 14, and to this day, I will never forget the solid 2 years after that movie came out where you could not go anywhere in your life without seeing something Frozen related. It was everywhere, and it just was a lot. So I did like the movie, but it got annoying very quickly. And as you guys know, Ariel is my favorite Disney princess. So Anna and Elsa were not knocking her off as my favorite anytime soon, especially with the amount of like noise that was happening with the movie Frozen. Here she is. Isn't she absolutely just gorgeous? She is so stunning. Like I said before, she is $310. She has her iconic Let It Go dress. She has a single braid, a little tendril. She has blue eyes. The front of the box has the word Elsa on it. And obviously American Girl Collectors series. And then we are going to take off the top so that way you guys can see what she looks like up close. The bottom just slides up from the top. Cool. She is blonde. She has the lightest skin tone complexion than any other American Girl doll. I am 110% positive that she is a lot lighter than Miss Cinderella. This is her dress. There are Swarovski elements throughout the entire dress. Her eyes are blue. Her lips are like a bright peach color, and her hair is in this long braid. I am gonna take out her hair in another video. Once I get my Anna, I'm gonna do a video taking out both of their hairstyles and then showing you guys how to replicate the hairstyles, because it really is not that complicated. I have seen a lot of people complain about the fact that their hair, specifically Elsa, her hair is like fairly textured and also like extremely thin in the back. But for me personally, this girly is absolutely stunning. Before we even open her, I do want to see what number out of 7,000 she is. And she is a pretty high number. I'm looking at the certificate right now. This is the certificate of authenticity. It looks like that. I will take this out right now. And this Elsa doll is number 6,679 out of 7,000. I hope you guys can see that. But that is literally what the number is right there. Cute. So that is that. And you just put this back in its little sleeve. You can frame it, you can look at it, put it in a scrapbook, do what you will with that. There are little pieces down here that you have to be mindful of. Same thing down here. I just don't want to snip her dress, because I will be fairly upset if I snip her dress accidentally. And she is strapped down, but instead of pulling at stuff, I'm just gonna cut everything that I need to, so that way she could be set free. I'm gonna pull it from the side that doesn't have her hairstyle on, and I'm gonna just pull her out of, ooh, is there something in the middle that she's attached to? What are you attached to, sweetie? She's also attached by the shoulder. So that's good to know. So for Anna and Elsa, Anna's have been taking a hot minute from what I've seen, but Elsa's have been fairly quick. That is what the back of the box looks like. It is literally her ice castle. Great. So here is what Miss Elsa looks like. She has her iconic braid. This is what the hairstyle looks like. It is a half up, half down with both sides going into a twist. And then she does have a middle part, it seems, up here. And basically the entire style goes into this really long braid. The braid does go kind of off to the side. And then there are little Swarovski detailings on the actual braid itself. I will say I'm fairly upset by the amount of flyaways that is in this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but literally there are so many flyaways going on, and there is a very dry texture to her hair. It looks like Miss Girl had her hair cut in like a million spots, and that is really upsetting for the price point of this doll, which, if you guys did not know, these dolls are $310. So I would have hoped that there would not be as many flyaways as there are on these dolls. Her eyes are a deep blue. Her skin tone is the fairest American Girl skin tone. This is even fairer than Cinderella's skin tone. And then she does have blonde hair, like very, very, very blonde. And she again has this really pretty coral color on her lips. Her eyebrows are arched. She is the Murray Grace face mold. Now, my first thing that I want to say is that I am looking at the back of her outfit with her long train with all the Swarovski elements on it. To be honest, I am a little upset that the dress and her cape aren't two separate pieces. I wouldn't have wanted it to be Velcro, but I feel like there could have been a way that they could have done this, that the cape can actually like trail off without doing this like weird bump thing that's happening. I wish that the Velcro would have stopped here, and then this all kind of have been like an elastic, so that way that it could have actually like trailed off. The Swarovski element I would have thought it would have been more like intense in person, but to be honest, this Swarovski element is not that intense. And even in the front of her dress, this whole like Swarovski thing that's happening down here is not impressive in my personal opinion. There's not enough to warrant the price tag and for me to feel like the Swarovskis are really doing anything, if I'm being honest. Up here, the sequins are a lot. I do wish that the Swarovski element was done at the top of her dress, because if it had been at the top of the dress, it would have been more apparent and in your face, as opposed to it being scattered throughout and feeling like there isn't enough. Like, it feels like right now on the cape, there is not enough Swarovski element to deem this doll worth the $310 price tag. She does have Swarovski earrings, as you guys can see. Swarovski on this side, and then she does have Swarovski on this side. The hairstyle is, in my personal opinion, fine. There's like a little gem over here that like seems to want to come out or not come out. It's kind of clipped on there, and I don't want to mess with it right now because I'm not trying to take it out right now. Not that impressed by the dress. There are a lot of details on this. If you are opening up this doll in a space that you don't want glitter to get into like the carpet or anything, like, she's fine. The glitter isn't rubbing off. But honestly, my biggest critique is I truly think that this dress would have been more gorgeous if the Swarovski element was in the center of this dress and then like scattered throughout here, but primarily right here. This to me, like the whole sequin moment right here is very much giving Playline Elsa, like a future Playline Elsa version, as opposed to a Swarovski $310 doll. I am fairly happy with her. I just wish that design-wise, a lot of things were like tweaked a little bit to heighten the price tag of how much this doll is. Because for $310, mama, there better be enough Swarovski crystals on this doll that I deem her worth it. And right now, she is not giving $310 whatsoever. These are her shoes. They are blue, but the shoes have the Swarovski element. The dress feels like Tiana's dress. It feels stiff. It doesn't feel very soft in any way, shape, or form. It feels very plasticky, and that's fairly upsetting. I would have preferred more embroidery on this doll, just so that way it would have looked a little more upscale. And I definitely feel like the sequins on this dress definitely like make the doll look like a more inexpensive like Amazon dress outfit than like an elevated American Girl limited edition $310 American Girl doll. This definitely could have just been a Playline version of her, because again, the Swarovski element, it doesn't feel like there's enough. It feels like it's missing something. It feels like it's actually missing a lot. Now, on the conversation of Playline Frozen dolls, I'm gonna be the one to let you guys know that as of right now, I personally do not think that American Girl is going to be creating Playline versions of these girls. Now, with that being said, obviously that can change, but from my understanding and the rumor mill of people that I know that work at American Girl and the ones that, you know a thing or two about a thing or two, from my understanding, American Girl is not even having the conversation about doing Playline versions of these dolls, which I do think is a little crazy, the fact that like they have no intentions of doing that right now. But from my understanding, like the reason that they did 5,000 of Anna and 7,000 of Miss Elsa here is because of the fact that they have zero intentions of doing these dolls. And to be honest, if they were to do it, I don't even think that they would even consider making these dolls as Playline versions until the Frozen 3 movie comes out. So if you are hoping for Elsa and Anna to be coming out as Playline versions, you may be waiting until 2026 when the movie comes out for the new dolls, because then it will coincide with the release of the movie, as opposed to them being released in this form and then like later dropping a collection for the third movie. But from my understanding, I would say buy these dolls while you can, because we may not be getting Playline versions of these dolls at all. And that is something that upsets me a little bit. The idea of them not even wanting to do, not even wanting, but them knowing they had no intentions of Playline versions of these dolls up until the movie comes out, because I even forgot that Frozen 3 was happening, but yeah. That's the rumor. That's the thing. Don't quote me if it ends up happening sooner than that. But there is no production right now on these dolls. Like, it's not happening. If they put the production, like, order in now, it wouldn't even happen until, like, next year. And it wouldn't be happening, like, anytime soon. But from my understanding, these dolls are not getting a Playline version. And, like, that is a sad thing. But it's American Girl. I'm not surprised if they don't do it. So the number of dolls that they're doing for this collection specifically have me fearing that they are not going to do a Playline version of these dolls. And the rumor mill, like I said before, is churning out that they have no intentions of doing it anytime soon. So yeah, I think she's stunning. I think she's gorgeous. However, do I deem her to be $310 worth of gorgeousness? Absolutely not. I think that she is stunning. I really, really do. And if you are a fan of Frozen, I would say get her. But for me personally, like, I don't deem her to be the $310 price tag. At the time of filming this video, Anna's are running extremely low, and Elsa's, there are only 2,000 Elsas left. So if you want to get either of these girls, I would definitely say that you have to go and pick up these girls online immediately before they sell out, because once they are gone, they are gone. But these girls are definitely selling, and they may not be here for another 3 weeks. Specifically Anna. Like, there's only, from what I've seen, 500 Annas left. And that is a very small number in the grand scheme of things. Like, $500 can go in the span of like a week. So I definitely would say, if you are thinking about getting these dolls, I would say definitely jump on it. But if you were afraid of the price point and the quality, I would say that, in my personal opinion, Elsa, she's not giving what she should be giving for $310. My personal opinion, of course. I mean, like, I just really wish there was so much more Swarovski element to this doll, because the sequins overtake everything, and it really upsets me that, like, the sequins weren't Swarovski crystals, and then I would have been like, yeah, this doll is gorgeous, whatever. I do think that the design of this doll is still really, really pretty, but she's basically a glorified, like, Mattel Barbie Frozen Elsa doll. So yes, that is Elsa. Alright, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. My name is Chris. You guys can follow me on my Instagram, which is at the Doll Studio by Chris. I am always active on there for all updates and stuff like that, so definitely make sure you guys are checking me out on that platform. Make sure you guys are following me on my TikTok, which is Chris American Girl. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel, like this video, comment down below, and let me know if you guys are gonna get Anna and Elsa. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.